20 years ago, any West Coast liberal arts school worth its great books curriculum featured streets filled with E30 BMW 3 Series convertibles. Whether they were given as Sweet 16 presents or inherited from mom and dad when the young one zipped off into the collegiate unknown, these leftover 1980s yuppie-caricature mobiles were movable campus fixtures. People bought small convertibles in volume back then, and you might recall that Volkswagen's rabbit-based Cabriolet was still rolling off dealer lots as late as 1994. Though VW still offers niche open-top cars in the form of the unstealth Beetles and the 2-kit half Beetle convertible, the Audi A3 Cabriolet seems a worthy spiritual successor to both the original Volkswagen Cabriolet and the E30 convertible. Princess Diana drove Audi Cabriolets, so why shouldn't America's princesses? Yes, we actually just referenced Princess Diana. While BMW's M235i recently replaced the 3 Series on our 10 best list, the dropped-up 2 Series is somehow a little too serious an angle looking for duty as an updated John Hughes movie car. If the base A3 doesn't seem wholly cheerful either, it's at least resting bitch-face innocuous. The fenders ride high over the 18-inch wheels, doing away with any visual sense of sporting pretense. The car itself, cobbled together in Zsó, Hungary, seems to say, let's go for a cruise. Let's not worry much about what other people think. Yet the forewings invite scrutiny of one's socio-economic class. Our 1.8 test car's $42,195 price tag suggests that the driver's parental pocketbook is made of quality Italian leather. After all, you can purchase a Golf with the very same engine for $21,215, barely half the price of this Audi. Both cars make 170 horsepower and 200 pound-feet of torque. While the Golf makes do with a steel roof and a 6-speed automatic, the Audi gets a 6-speed dual-clutch box. The VW is also available with a manual. It's not the sportiest powertrain Audi's ever stuffed into a vehicle. Yet the 1.8T S-tronic transmission combo works just fine in traffic and charges admirably up a freeway. Runs from 70 to 90 miles per hour summoned effortlessly via a gentle application of the ball of one's right foot to the pedal, with no histrionic shifting required. The nut-brown leather interior is pretty scrumptious. Yes, we actually just used the word scrumptious to describe a non-food item. Inside, the Premium Plus model we tested is standard up-level A3 stuff, featuring the latest version of Audi's excellent MMI infotainment system. Our seats were upholstered in exceptionally handsome chestnut brown leather. But for 42 large, you'd think the chairs would feature power adjustment. Lack of electrified fiddly bits aside, the A3's seats are quite comfortable, though those drivers inclined toward the occasional spirited mountain road jaunt might prefer more lateral support. Rear legroom isn't exactly stellar, much less interstellar, though we're certain that Chihuahuas, Pomeranians, and other dogs that regularly travel in Birkin bags will find the backseat perfectly adequate for trips to a beachside cafe. Though the Audi's performance numbers are rather modest, 0.86 grams of lateral grip, 15.7 seconds through the quarter mile, and 60 miles per hour in 7.2 seconds, the car has a fundamentally affable nature. No, it's not as performance-oriented as a GTI, and the shearing of the dome has introduced a bit of wobbliness to the structure, but the car remains completely engaging. The A3 cab hangs its rear out on the skid pad and endearingly waggles its way over mountains. Its diminished structure amplifies road imperfections but still provides a supple, comfortable, and solid ride. Though cowl shake is by no means excessive, the extra looseness transmits more road texture up the steering column than do the other, more solidly hewn cars built off this corporate MQB platform. As with other VW Group soft-tops, the A3's lid can be raised and lowered while driving at speeds up to 31 miles per hour. The conversion happens in 18 seconds. While we did notice a bit of windrush seeping in behind the driver's ear at freeway speeds, the overall roar was slight. Yes, the A3 decapotable is a questionable value, especially in mass-tested trim. Not that the pair will be cross-shopped, but for performance comparison's sake, a 435 horsepower Mustang GT convertible rings the bell at roughly the same price as a revaluation vehicle. Take it easier on the options, however, and the A3 Cabrio starts to look like a more compelling proposition for a certain Greek-leaning segment of the population. We predict plenty of sales come graduation season.